Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to start off with the video straight away with what we will be using today. So first up, we've got some baby blue from Madam Glam, and just like the name suggests, it's a beautiful, beautiful, perfect baby blue. Next up, we've got Peacock Blue from Venalisa. I love that company. It's super affordable. If you're on a budget, highly recommend them. I usually get mine from AliExpress, although I do believe they have their own website, but this is just more of like this royal blue. So you basically need a light blue and a dark blue, and here I've got 3007, which is a white from Cloud Beauty. And it's one of those whites that I'd say is like the perfect white. It's all nice and bright, just the most perfect white of whites. So now that I've shown you all the gel polishes I'll be using, I will start off with applying our base color, just the usual. So for today's set, it's going to be a blue set, of course, and we are going to start off with having one full nail that is the baby blue color from Madam Glam. And then we will have 3 white nails, and then the very last 5th nail is going to be the dark blue, which we will later sugar with the gorgeous glitter in the background there that you can already see. I do want to quickly mention as well with the white gel polish, I don't know, I think I was having a bad day that day. I do have the fan running quite often because it's been so hot here, and I feel like it just caused quite a lot of dust and everything to just be floating around whilst I'm recording. So we do end up having some fluffs in our nails that ended up getting cured that I didn't notice. So that's a shame, but we do end up kind of covering up later, and it's actually not that noticeable, luckily. So you see how I go about that later, and yeah, so just pretend like you don't see it later on. So we've got one layer done. This is our second layer applied now. I did that off camera. So I'm just going to sugar up one of those nails. Like I said, it's beautiful. I love a good sugar nail, as you all probably know. So we're just going to sprinkle it on top of the wet layer of that gel polish. And then once I'm happy, obviously pop the whole set into the lamp, and then we can start off with our nail art design. So to be honest with you, today's nail art design is actually fairly simple, although I feel like when you first have a glance at the set, it's quite a lot. But actually, nail art design itself, it's not at all complicated. It's mainly the stamping that's pulling it through, the crystals and the glitter. So as long as you've got those things, you are going to smash this set. So this is one of the nails that ended up having some fluffing on the left hand side of this nail. It's got a little bit of a dent, but it's fine. We're going to stamp over it just later on, and you won't be able to see it. So using the baby blue, no nail art brush, this is just, you know, just using the brush from the bottle. So I'm just kind of trying to cover up half of that nail with the baby blue. So you can pick whether you want the right or left hand side. I decided to go for both, right hand side on both of those nails. And yeah, I'm just going to repeat that on the other nail. I will go ahead and do a second layer off camera of this as well, just because it was quite hard to use the brush and make it as opaque as it could have been, because Madam Glam gel polishes are quite opaque. Some of them you can get away with one layer, which is amazing, and I felt like this was one of those polishes, but I just found it quite hard to kind of spread the gel polish out without going out of my little line that I've created with the brush. So I did go ahead and do 2 layers, and then I'll come back to you guys once that's done, which we will be then able to do some stamping, which actually I've got the plate in the background. My most used plate on this channel, or at least one of the most used plates. I feel like there's 2 that I keep getting myself drawn to, and of course it's the animal print plate. So you probably have seen this quite a few times now, and if you are looking to get a plate, this is the one I would advise the most. It's the most useful plate, especially when you're a nail tech. You'll probably find that animal print is just something that people will always like and get done. So it's nice to kind of have one. You can get a design done in 5 seconds. It's so easy, and it's always perfect. You don't have to mess about, you know, hand doing animal prints. So I'm picking up this design in particular. I'm not quite sure what kind of animal print that's supposed to be, but I quite liked it. It was a bit different, so I wanted to stamp it. So I'm going to stamp it only on the white side. So I'm just going to flip it. So once I stamp once, I flip it over, flip my little jelly stamper around to stamp on the other side, because that way I'm able to get this straight line. So there we go, one's done, and we are going to repeat the exact same steps on the other nail. So I use acetone to clean my plate, in case you are wondering. The stamper is from Clear Jelly, the polish is from Born Pretty, and my little scraper is also from Clear Jelly. It came came like a little set with the stamper. So yeah, and it's amazing. I love this one the most. So if you're able to get your hands on that particular like scraper, I highly recommend it. It's literally a dream come true for me. I have a few other little scrapers and they just don't work as well as that, so I'm definitely going to probably look at getting another stamper because this one's getting a bit rusty now, and hopefully I can get another scraper like that too because I cannot live without it. So here we go, looking amazing. I do go ahead and wipe any polish that just kind of went out of place, so you can tidy it up because this isn't gel polish, this is just normal polish, so it dries up and you can just clean it away wherever you don't want it, which is great. So I am now going to top coat both of those nails because we are going to do a little bit of a sugar effect on this nail, so to basically prevent my top coat getting contaminated with glitter later on, and also just the whole nail becoming a mess of trying to top coat it. I'm going to do it now, which is going to make our life so much easier, and then we are going to do some sugaring on this nail. So with nails where half of it is one design, the other half is another design, I like to kind of place something in the middle of the nail to just kind of separate the two designs from each other. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here. You can do just a black line or literally just do a darker blue line in the middle and nothing else to it if you wanted to, but I thought it would be quite nice to tie the glittery nail in the background together with the other two nails and sugar the line that we're going to create in the middle of the nail. So I did that off camera. I was trying to do it on camera, but I needed it right in front of my face to get it as straight as possible. So now that they are roughly how I like them, or wanted them to be, I'm just going to sprinkle on the glitter. Because we've already top coated the nail, don't worry about the glitter getting stuck to the nail itself. It looks like it's stuck, but trust me, once it gets cured and you use a little brush, it will just come straight off and you're going to have a beautiful nail. So once I'm done sugaring, I'll pop it into the lamp and I'll show you guys in just a second what it looks like after, and I feel like it was a great effect and I highly recommend this, and I'm definitely going to keep doing this kind of nail design, not just with animal print, just random other designs on the left hand side because I feel like it looks so beautiful. I just love glitter. Right, so that's basically the nail art part of it done. So all we've got to do now is the glitter. Not the glitter, sorry, the crystals. So we are going to start off with the baby blue nail, and I'm just going to do a simple crystal placement right at the top on the left hand side. So it's almost like a little, what would you call it, like maybe a little cluster, maybe a little cluster you could call it. But what I'm going to do is pick up a fairly big AB crystal, pop it in the left hand side corner, and then I'm going to place these little silver, I don't know what they are, charms, little circles. I've had them for a little bit now, maybe like a month, and I love them. I love working with them, so I've been kind of trying to incorporate them in some crystal placements recently because I think they're so beautiful. I ended up getting some new colours which you might have already showed on a haul, or it will be upcoming soon. So this is what I'm placing down at the moment, and then I've got these caviar beads which I'm also going to incorporate into today's design. So I've basically ended up mixing my caviar beads with some rhinestone glue gel basically, so they're all stuck, but it actually makes my life easier to get them out. So I end up just dipping my finger in there and just kind of trying to separate them on my little table, but I don't recommend popping or by accident somehow getting your rhinestone glue gel inside, so don't do that because they do end up changing slightly colours and not as sparkly and silvery as they were, so I don't recommend. But it is what it is now. I have to use them up. I don't want to waste them. Most of them are still alright. Some of them might be a bit foggy, but that's fine. No one's wearing these. It's just for the YouTube video. So as you can see with the caviar beads, it's just a simple placement of them. You're just placing them in between the crystal or the charms, so I'm just going to do that. And I'm also going to place the caviar beads right at the end of the final crystal at the bottom and one at the top, which you just saw me do a second ago. So once I'm happy, popping that one into the lamp, so that nail is good to go. And then the very last nail, which is going to be the big boy when it comes to the crystals, is going to be our white nail, which I love. This is, I think, a fairly new crystal placement. I've never done this one before. Another one that I came across ages ago on, I think it was Pinterest. It's been a while. I've done this set quite a while ago too, so it's been sitting in my drafts for a little while before I actually got around to editing it. So I'm placing a big old chunky AB crystal right in the middle at the top, followed by this little diamond shape or a kite shape maybe crystal, followed by another fairly big AB crystals. I don't often pick up the big circle crystal ABs, so it kind of looks out of place to me at the moment. And then right next to the crystal at the bottom, I'm placing some more of those silvery charmy crystal things, just to kind of also tie it up with the other nail that we've placed them down. And I'm going to place one more AB crystal, probably one of the most smallest ones I had, at the bottom there, and then the gap between the two crystals I'm going to fill up with the caviar beads. So the rest of this now is going to be the caviar beads. They are very fiddly, so this bit is going to take quite some time. If you have patience, then this is probably going to be quite good for you. It is very time consuming, however, I would always highly recommend just giving caviar beads a go. I do feel like the caviar beads almost like jewelry. When you get dressed up, when you go out somewhere, sometimes when you add the jewelry, it just kind of really ties up your look together, and it gives that extra little hint of something there. And this is exactly how I feel with the caviar beads. So without them, sometimes I find the nail design a bit boring sometimes with the crystals, or doesn't have that extra little touch there. So yeah, I highly recommend them. Give them a go. They are time consuming, but trust me, the effects are unreal. I feel like sometimes maybe the camera doesn't always give it justice, but in person it really does make a big difference, and they look beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm just, yeah, ever since I've started the caviar bead train, I've just been always deciding to pick them out because I think they look great. So like I said, I'm going to fill up the line between the two AB crystals at the bottom with the caviar beads. I'm also going to surround the top AB crystal with the caviar beads, which are already done. I don't want to bore you guys. This video is already 14 minutes long, so I did that off camera. And then I'm also going to do, it's kind of going to look like a necklace thing going on. So right where I placed the rhinestone glue gel, I'm just going to follow that line with the caviar beads. And then I do believe I go off camera to kind of straighten it up, make it look a bit more necklacey like. And then I cure it, and I'll be back with you guys to finally top coat all of these nails. But luckily we've already top coated two of them. One of them doesn't need it because it's got glitter. So we've got two nails only to top coat, which is our two crystal nails. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish that up. If you're wondering, I think they're called cuticle pusher tools to kind of straighten up my lines when I do caviar beads. I think I've used one like that before in a video. I didn't use it in today's video. I just did it off camera because, like I said, I felt like this video was very long as it was, and I didn't want you guys to get bored. So I did do that off camera. I don't know how much of caviar beads I should always show in my videos because I don't want to bore you guys. This is, quite time consuming. I don't know if you guys just get the gist and you want me to fast forward it, or if you guys want to see the whole process. So do let me know. I sometimes don't know if what I'm doing is right, or if that's what you guys want to see. And if there is any kind of designs or ideas you want me to film for you guys because you're struggling, whether it's French tips or crystal placements or anything like that, let me know too. I would love to kind of provide you guys with content that you want to see. So do make sure to let me know in the comments, and do stick around because I am planning a giveaway too, so stick around. I think the idea is when I hit 5k, I'll do a big old giveaway for everyone, and hopefully we can have a few winners this time around, so a few of you guys can grab yourself some goodies from me. So this is just the top coat now, the glossy top coat. I'm using Vanillese glossy top coat. Like I said, just the two nails. We're going to pop it into the lamp, and here are the final results. So I hope you guys liked it. I love the glitter. I just love how this whole set came about. If you did too, let me know in the comments. So if you liked this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!